Hi, everyone. I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Jessica.
And you're listening to Clean With Me,
the podcast where we walk you through cleaning your house.
Hey, everybody, Jessica here. And today we are going to start by, doing the usual, getting ready for the day, getting ready to clean, preparing our brains for a cleaning session. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm going to walk you through cleaning a portion of your house step by step. And first thing we like to do here, as a lot of you avid listeners know, is we have to get ready for the day, because I am not productive at all if I do not get ready when I first get up. For some reason, if I lay around, if I, just put things off till right before I have to leave, sometimes two different things will happen. Either A, I will end up not doing it at all because I'll procrastinate so much that by the time I finally am like, okay, let's go ahead and clean now, the house is a disaster and I need to get out the door like that second, and I procrastinated too long, and that will stress me out the entire time I'm wherever I am going to be. So wherever I'm going, I'm going to be thinking about the fact that my house is dirty. Another thing, if you put it off, you're just not going to get as much done, because the more you lay around in the morning, the more you put it off, the more you procrastinate. You lose that momentum. I'm not saying it's not possible to clean. Of course it is after you've laid around for a little bit, but you're just not going to get as much done. You're not going to have as much energy. You're not going to have as much energy to do everything you were going to do because you were laying around. So I want you guys to first, as we do once you're ready for the day, open windows, lit some candles. Let's go ahead and go into the laundry room and do a load of laundry. Get those machines running, because we want the machines to be working while we do. Let's go ahead and move the clothes from the washer to the dryer to the laundry basket. And we are not going to forget about them. We're going to fold them at the end of the episode. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to talk about what today's episode is kind of going to be about. It's going to be about how my last episode was about, morning routines during the summer and stuff. Well, I'm going to talk about how I've been doing with that being implemented. And it's not as positive as a report as I'd like to give. The morning routine is great. The actual cleaning chore, great. It's sticking to it that's the hard part. And the days that I do, though, it makes such a world of difference. So every day's a new day. Today, I am going to completely finish my chores before the morning time. I'm going to wash my dishes every single time the kids eat. And, I'm going to try my best not to slip up. And we're going to try a little harder. Because yesterday, I stayed with my chore chart and everything pretty good. And I made it pretty. You have to make your lists when you're making a to-do list or something like that. You have to make it something that is very realistic for you. You don't want to make this list that's like, okay, I'm going to deep clean my garage after I've done a whole house 2-hour clean. And, you want to make it very realistic for yourself. And if you want to hear more about that, just listen to the routine episode a couple episodes back. Alrighty, guys, once you are done with your laundry switch, let's go ahead and go to the kitchen and start unloading those dishwashers. We want it nice and clean so we could put all of our dirty dishes in. Sometimes I use mine as my dishwasher's not the best, so I pretty much just wash them before I put it in and then sanitize them. If there's only a couple things, I just wash them 100% by hand and rinse them off. Just depends. But everyone's different. Everyone prefers different things. If you have a drying rack, empty that. And then let's start with our pre-rinse. And when we're pre-rinsing, we want to go ahead and fill with hot soapy water anything that you think is going to be hard to clean. So say you forgot to clean a pan last night after dinner or something, or maybe this morning you cooked something or made something that's really just kind of stuck on. You need to fill that up with hot water and soap and let that sit while we're doing the rest of the dishes. That way, by the time we get to it, it'll be super easy and just slide right off. So be doing a thorough pre-rinse and also gathering all your dishes from around the house, especially during the summertime. Maybe you have some teenagers at home or something. There's going to be some dishes laying around the house. Right now, as I'm recording, I'm seeing a bowl from a midnight ice cream run in my room. Okay, that's going to need to be taken to the living room when I'm doing my dishes, because we don't want just old dishes festering in the back room, or we don't want people bringing in those dishes, or even you bringing the dishes to the sink after you've already done all of them, because that's super irritating. Everyone hates that, I think. And then just be working on those dishes. Just knock them out, doing things from the least greasy cups, utensils, and moving forward to the big stuff like the pots and pans. And, so gather up all your dishes and just be working on that. If you are new here, I've mentioned this a million times before for those who have been listening, but I like using those soap dispensing removable sponge heads to do my dishes, because they just, they dispense the soap for you. They get things really clean, and you can throw the little sponge heads away, and they're super cheap. So just be working on that while I talk. But yeah, I definitely try to implement my morning routine. Or my daily routine. Sorry, I keep saying morning routine because my daughter calls it that. She goes, "Mom, can I do my morning routine?" But basically, I'll post it in my Patreon for everybody. And just be working on those dishes while I talk. But I tried to make it as realistic as possible. Basically, it consisted of getting up. I made one for each of the kids. Get up, get dressed for the day, put your old clothes in the hamper. Theirs was a lot more detailed. Obviously, we know to pick up after ourselves and stuff like that. But, making sure that everything in the kitchen is clean. Clean that kitchen first. Start a load of laundry first. Make sure that there are no unfolded baskets of laundry by the time the day is through. I've seen a lot of people, and do what works for you and your family. I've seen a lot of people who don't necessarily fold things when they come out of the dryer. They have like a nighttime folding session with their partner or something, where they sit down and watch a movie and fold clothes. I prefer not to do that, just because my evening time is my 100% relaxation time, where I don't like to think about cleaning. So, because I think about cleaning all day. So I would rather just fold it when they come out and then just put them away really quickly. That's just my personal preference. But, do whatever. The point is these are very specifically catered to you. And there were days where we had busy days with tons of activities, and I started doing the morning routine list, not morning routine, and it was going great and everything, and then I was in a rush to get the kids ready for whatever activity we were doing. We went to go to the aquarium to see the mermaids, and I did not get all my cleaning done, and I didn't get all the stuff on the list done that day, and it's because we had something going on. I didn't wake up early enough. It was like one of the first days of summer. I think it was like the second day of summer. So I slept in a little bit that day. And when I woke up, the kids had kind of ransacked the house in their room. My kids wake up, early no matter what, because I put them to bed kind of early. So usually I have to just switch beds. I'll be in my bed and then I'll have to switch to their bed in their room. And I'll just kind of lay there and close the door and let them trash their room. And I mean, it works for me. I know it's probably not ideal, but it keeps the mess contained to one place, because if I do that in the living room and lay down in the living room and let them destroy the place, they find a lot more stuff in the living room. So anyway, that's why I do that. And just be working on those dishes while I'm talking. Don't neglect the inside of your refrigerator. Don't neglect, any kind of dishes floating around in your living areas, anything like that. Make sure you get anything and everything. But the point of this being, I didn't beat myself up that I didn't complete my, morning chores that were on the list. Yeah, the point is just, do what you can and to get it done the next day. And then if you can't, reevaluate it and be like, I have not been able to get this specific chore list done. My summer chore list is proving to be too difficult. So break it up into segments, make a new chore list that's a little bit more doable, and break up the extra chores as bonus chores. Because at the bottom of my list, I have bonus chores, things that aren't my day-to-day clean. And that way you're not overwhelming yourself, because if you're too overwhelmed by your list, then you're going to end up just avoiding it completely. So back to the kitchen. You should be done pre-rinsing and starting to load your dishwasher or wash and put on the drying rack at this point. Don't forget to throw away any old leftovers in your refrigerator, things like that. And as we're nearing the end of doing your dishes, if you're still doing your dishes, no worries, you can pause, rewind me, or whatever. But if you're nearing the end of it, go ahead and start throwing away all of the trash in your living area, dining room. Make sure everything is put away. I'll put all the miscellaneous stuff away. If you see stuff accumulated on a countertop, on top of the fridge, on a shelving unit, those things can be quickly organized. It often looks like a bigger mess than it actually is once you get down and cleaning it. It usually only takes like 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops, even if it's a complete disaster. That's why I like to time myself when I clean, and that's why I like to make videos of myself cleaning. I make a lot more than you guys even see, because I just do it for self-motivation. And a lot of times these terrible big tasks, like, one of my drawers or my cabinets being full of clutter, and I really don't want to deal with it, it usually only takes me a few minutes, So if you haven't already, let's go ahead and finish throwing away all of the... Once you're done, throw away all the trash, and then when you're done with that, I want you guys to get anything miscellaneous off the counters. Like I said, just finish doing that. And if you're throwing away trash and clearing your countertops, putting stuff away where it goes, and your trash can is overflowing, let's go ahead and take that out and replace the liner quickly. If there's a little bit of room, then go ahead and get all your trash in there before you do it, but definitely replace the liner of your trash can. And then once everything is cleared out, we've got all of our stuff put away. If there's any appliances that don't need a permanent home on your countertops, let's go ahead and put those away. And we're going to create as much space as possible to do a thorough wipe down. So let's go ahead and thoroughly wipe down all of the countertops, cabinets, light switches, refrigerators. We're not going to miss anything. Our microwaves. Now, if your microwave's really bad, maybe you need to put some cleaner in there, let it sit for a minute. Take that dish out of your microwave, clean that up, let it dry on the drying rack, and once you're done cleaning the inside of it, you could throw it back in there. Get all of the little cracks and crevices around your oven. You can wrap a rag around a butter knife and get in those cracks and stuff in between the countertop and the oven.
any toys in the kitchen.
And why not?
It's because it would make a really big mess sometimes when you're because it's going to be hard when you clean.
Good job. Same thing with the dining room table. You want to make sure to do a very thorough wipe down, not neglecting your chairs, your underneath of the table. Sticky fingers get everywhere. The walls around where the kids eat, the walls around where the trash can is. I have this pantry where my trash can goes. Some of you have like a drawer with the trash can in it. Some of you just, wherever your trash can may be, sometimes it gets a little bit dirty around that area. So if that's the case for you, every once in a while I have to do this. I will pour some cleaner or bleach or something around the area, let it sit for a good minute, let the cleaner do its job, and then I will wipe it down with a sponge, and then wipe it down with a rag and get it nice and clean, because that's really nasty. Even if your house is really clean, if someone goes to throw something away, you don't want it to stink around where the trash can is, or you don't want to look at nastiness around the trash can. It's off-putting and it'll end up stinking and stuff. So don't forget that. That's not like an everyday chore. It's like a sometimes chore, but still important nonetheless. And then once you guys have done a thorough wipe down, I want you guys to sweep your kitchen and dining room area. So start at one side and just do a thorough sweep, because chances are we definitely brush some crumbs into the floor. So let's go ahead and do a thorough sweep. And my friend just gave me a steamer, so that's been fun to use. I've been using that once my floors are already clean, if I don't want to do a full mop. So after you're done doing a very thorough sweep and dustpan of the kitchen, then don't forget to check on those clothes. If they're not quite done yet, that's fine. Just come back when it beeps. Make sure you do another laundry switch. And I encourage you to finish your laundry today. I am going to, right now, go finish my kitchen. And then I am going to thoroughly clean my laundry room out, because there's some, random clothes that have fallen behind the washer and dryer and stuff like that. So I'll probably be doing that, and then I will finish my laundry for the day, because I definitely have a few loads to catch up on. So I hope you guys got your kitchen clean today. I hope you got a load of laundry done, and you're going to continue to do some laundry. And, and don't make it, like I always say, don't make laundry a chore. Just sit back, relax, watch your favorite show. Mine is Law and Order SVU. I don't know. That's like my comfort show. That's not like the show I watch when I want to be engaged. That's my cleaning show, because I like to watch something that I'm not super engaged with. I already kind of know what's going to happen, that I still enjoy, but I don't have to. I can walk away and it's not going to hinder my cleaning. So watch your comfort show while you clean, so that you aren't scared to walk away. And I hope you guys get a lot done today. I hope you guys have a great summer, and you get all of your chores knocked out early so you can have a fun day today. As always, happy cleaning.
Goodbye.